The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ghosts of Saltmarsh, hey, where we totally don't get distracted and talk about nerdy stuff all the time. So,
Definitely not.
When we last left off, the group had been tasked, words, wow, good start, to check up on this old Cleric of Procan's friend that apparently lives on a hermitage on Firewatch Island, some island further up north. Very small, uncharted island. And they were told that there was a ferryman named Older Razorhill, who I don't think I mentioned his name before because I couldn't find it, lives in this small village of Uskern that could take you guys to Firewatch Island. So apparently he gives shipments of food and stuff to them every day. So the group was heading there when they noticed off of the where was it? Was it the port bow? I don't know. It was off the left side of the ship towards land. They noticed a lady being attacked by a bunch of harpies, and being the aquatic adventurers that they are, instead of taking the ship closer to shore, they all jumped in the water and swam up to shore because it was faster, and helped her out. And it's this human lady named Bryn. And she has decided to join you all on this adventure to this Firewatch Island. So I think that's where we left off. Bryn, you know that this path, this walking path that you guys are on, that the harpies were at, is maybe an hour's walk away. You're like an hour walk south from this town of Uskern. And that's right, there was a dead body that the harpies were over. And you notice that the dead body was being attacked by a ferocious dog. I'm joking. He appeared to be a very old human male, scraggly gray beard, short gray hair, balding on the crown. His left ear was missing, but it looks like it wasn't from recently, like it had healed over and stuff. He appears like he died of exhaustion. I think somebody checked on that, and it looked like he didn't get killed by the harpies themselves, but more of like he was swimming out in the ocean and wasn't able to get back to shore in time and drown. And I think that's where we left off. So what would the group like to do?
So, does anybody need healing?
I think Josul's okay. Who took damage? Was it just Bryn and...
Yeah, I think Bryn took quite a bit.
Bryn might have got mobbed by 9 harpies at one point.
Yeah, she was pretty messed up. And I thought that Kade had some damage too, but maybe not.
I lost my temporary hit points, but other than that, still strong.
Did you get them back when they...
I was gonna say, didn't you buff back the 10 hit points when they died or whatever? Did you kill a bunch of
yes,
them?
then I got 11 from killing one. Well,
Right,
I was
right,
gonna
right.
get there eventually, but yeah. I might have eaten a soul or two. One this time.
Eaten's a strong word. Temporarily borrowed the energy from.
There you go.
I like
Better
that.
way to look at it.
Oh yeah, didn't...
It's like recycling.
Did you guys get to town? I think I remember mentioning something about a tavern, and you guys were going to stay there. Have a rest or something.
That sounds right.
Yeah, we did get to...
If you guys want to be like before that, that's fine. Okay. Well then, this is a tavern called the Fog and Frog. It's a large... It looks like it was a large warehouse at one point, but it's been converted to a drinking establishment.
We got here. I remember this.
Yeah, I remember this because I was like, "Ooh, that's a good name for a tavern."
You see a person running the place. Uh-oh. We lost a video. I just saw it in the corner of my eye. The person running the tavern, who's at the bar, appears to be a gnome, which I don't think any of you have seen before. But I've heard of them. They're kind of like halflings, except even smaller and bigger noses. Point to your ears.
Are they like running the tavern?
Mm-hmm. Appears to be a brewer, as there are a bunch of kegs in here, and he's in behind the counter. And you see his face burned onto the kegs. He's like, middle-aged
gonna
gnome.
go up. Hi.
Hi.
How much for rooms for quick head count? Jesus Christ. 6 people.
Oh, it depends on what kind of room you're looking for, lass.
What you got?
Well, we got our budget rooms, and they're only at about a studio. They're not that big. But then we got the larger, more comfortable rooms. So, the bigger rooms that have a bed big enough for 2, presume, raises the eyebrows. That'll cost
Josul
you.
looks down at his very large form.
That'll cost you 5 silver a night. But if you're a little tight on coin, the budget ones are only a silver a night.
I'll drop a stack of 10 gold on the table. How much room does that buy?
Raises an eyebrow, looks up at you. I see, we got a big spender then. Oh, forgive me, I didn't tell you my name. Oh, it's right here, and he has like a brown apron on, and you see on the little apron it has his little name, and it says in common, Skildruff Plank. Like plank, but with an E. And I'm gonna copy paste it in Zoom because I butcher names horribly.
Gesundheit.
Oh, Skelter
Nice.
Plank.
Yeah. Oh, it even put a space between the P and the L.
Gildriff P.
No,
Plank.
it's supposed to be.
Oh, okay. I thought it was okay.
It's supposed to be that.
Plank. Okay.
I copy pasted it weird.
All right. Well, I'm Abby Sweetwater, and
Oh, the Sweetwaters.
sorry, sweetheart. I don't remember your name. Pointing at Bryn.
Are you the one that
I
makes?
don't remember if we asked. Huh?
Are you the lass that makes the Sweetwater pies down in Saltmarsh?
I know the recipe. I'm not nearly as good at it as my sister, though. She's definitely better at it than me.
I'd have heard tales about that sweet pie.
It's
It's
the
good.
best.
I've had a few.
Mm,
I slapped myself in the stomach.
it looks like you have. Would any of you be interested in some ale? Brewed it here in local.
Of course.
The best brewing village here in Borland.
Do you have any centipedes?
Oh,
gives you
Yeah, I'll have to
a queer look, and he's like, no.
No offense. It's just centipedes. You know, these long bugs.
Aye, I know what centipedes are, but we don't.
Maybe
We don't serve insects in this establishment, I'm afraid.
Could you check in the back?
I don't think they have them, buddy.
He's got a really big wide grin, and he's holding up another gold, and I'm gonna make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna have this man hunting for bugs in his own fucking basement.
He probably doesn't have any here. He's a gnome.
Well, okay, so
You-
I don't know. It's a 17 with a gold coin involved. So
He raises an eyebrow and he goes, "Oi, Ben!" And then one of the
Send
guys
Bryn
washing,
to go look for 'em.
one of the human boys who looks adolescent, maybe young adult, probably not young adult, because he's very scrawny built, is washing one of the tables, and he's like, "Oh yes, boss, go in the back and look for some bugs." What? You heard me? Go! Gnome hops up onto the bar, and the kid's like, "Oh," and he just like leaves the rag on the table, and he runs into the back. Kids these days, I don't know what is it about humans. They just seem not to be able to hear you very well. Maybe it's because they have small ears.
Yeah,
Could be.
perhaps.
Perhaps. Much obliged for the insects. I know it is slightly unusual.
Oh. Not a problem at all, as he takes the coin. He says, please, find yourself a table, or sit here at the bar. Wherever you'd like.
I love the
oh,
fact-
here's your keys. He leaves the keys on the table for everybody's rooms.
I love the fact that the Pezandar actually have friendly attitude as a person, like as a racial trait.
I don't
They
know what
just
it
get
is
along.
about you. I've never seen your clan before, but you got such a friendly face. Ah,
Much for a pony keg of ale.
oh, a pony keg. Let's see there. That'll only be 10 gold. Not that much.
Deal. Whatever your finest local brew is.
Oh, if you want our finest local brew, then let me get you the Liminal meteor, and puts it onto the table. And it's this mini keg, and it's got like a picture of, it's like his head, but clearly like not his body, and it's like some strong man. And then
Wow.
Axel's like, I see copyright infringement.
Axel
Like-
feels kind of like almost like the Joe
good
Cat,
brand.
like Wiggler head guy, where he's like really ripped but like crazy animal head on top.
Yeah,
If he just had a longer neck,
like that, but instead of the wiggler head, it's a gnome head. Like
he's a short neck
to
Wiggler.
scale
Yeah.
gnome head. Like he's not like
Yes. Well,
Josul
Okay.
takes that back to the table and just kind of enjoys the pony keg with one of his own cups.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else interesting in this tavern? I don't think it's just very roomy place. It's probably fairly warm because, like I said, it was heading towards winter, and you guys are moving north, so it's probably getting pretty nippy out. But in here, they got a nice fire going, and it's probably a little bit after lunchtime by now. And I'm gonna roll a check for the boy to see how many bugs he gets you, Axel.
okay.
Okay. He didn't get you as many as you'd hoped, just like a little less than what you'd wanted. Instead of bringing you centipedes, he brings some other weird bug that kind of looks like a centipede, but in the back it has like these pinchers like on its tail. He brings
Oh.
a few of those.
It must be a local delicacy. I will try it.
Josul
It's in a-
shakes his
it's-
head as
it's
he
in a-
sees your plate of fried bug.
It's in a bucket. That's all I had to put it in the back.
Your bucket of bugs. You know, those at the very least would probably taste better if they were cooked.
I don't know. It's something very satisfying for me.
Well, some things taste better when they're raw. Like they're
From
I
off
have
screen
a
on the
handful.
table,
Carrots
a
come
wooden
to
bowl
mind.
rolls
Definitely.
over to the bucket, and it has roasted nuts in it. To
I
go
mean-
to go with the bugs, I guess.
Sometime
know a
maybe we can
sailor
try
once
honey roasted
said-
crickets.
I knew a sailor once that preferred his fish raw. So there's that.
I've seen sailors do that before.
Oh yes, Lieutenant Smeagol, was it?
Yes. There's just a ghoul in the back. Yes,
Give it to us raw and wrinkly.
and wriggling.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done. Good
You gotta
night.
shake your head a little bit so you get the
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
We're having a
ringed
fun
outta
night.
here.
Yeah, we're having a fun
Jeanette
night.
put on the ring and she just ducked out of here.
All right. Well, besides the gnome owner of the establishment, everything else here is pretty fine. It's a little rustic compared to Saltmarsh. That's saying something, but yeah.
It seems very cozy.
I like it. Also, the ale's very good.
Josul orders a gold piece worth of food for just himself.
Okay. The table's filled with food.
Yeah,
I
that
sleight of
should be
hand
enough
something
to.
from his stack.
He probably doesn't notice.
A lot of it is bread and soups, but there is some meat and stew.
Abby will
How's
go
the
ahead.
food? Eh?
I will roll. See how the chef does.
I like to think Katie snatches a piece of bread, and at some point, when Josul looks the other way, she dips it in a soup, and then it's like,
It's
Josul would probably not notice.
it's not the best food you've had, but it's definitely not the worst.
I'm a gourmand, so
If you had to rate this on like a scale of 1 to
quality
20,
food is
it's around an 8. So it's not like average, it's not 10, but it's not like 5 or lower.
okay. I eat it all anyway.
It's very plain. We'll say it's very plain. It's not like spiced or anything.
I share some of the pony keg with anyone who has a cup.
Now, what is this? It's beer, mead? What have we got here?
Ale.
Ale.
A good ale is always nice to wash down a meal.
It's got an amber look to it.
Is this the thing all the gauntlets are talking about when we hear them in their tempos and they're going, ale, ale?
Yes.
I
This
don't
is-
think so.
Why are they so angry all the time? Why don't they just go to the bar
No.
instead?
No, that's common's a strange language, my
No, I
friend.
think there's a different word there.
oh,
Yeah.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could do with that ale. They probably feel better. Stop trying to destroy the
I'm
world.
not going to argue with that. A little bit of ale goes a long way for calming nerves.
Do I remember why we're in this town?
I look at Bryn and go,
Yeah.
"Hi, how are you doing?"
She's probably like sipping some ale and has not hiding the fact that she stole a piece of bread from the pile of bread at all.
From the mountain of food Josul ordered for just himself.
It's starting to get, it's like a little dry, this bread. So it was like maybe made late yesterday or something. So
I lean in
it's
and
not the
say,
best.
Good for dipping.
Yeah.
"Wait till he looks that way and dip it in the soup."
Abby's gonna spend like 3 more gold and get decent meals for all the rest of us.
Okay.
Not as
you
extravagant
spend-
as just Soul's, but half of them are stealing his anyway. So
Okay, let's see. Yeah, 3 gold would, decent. Pretty good meals. Really, when I say pretty good meals, I mean pretty good portioned meals. So this would be like a full size, get like a full size rack of ribs at a modern restaurant level of food for everybody with that amount of gold. And then Josul has 3 racks of ribs.
Yeah.
I deeply appreciated Abby, was it?
yeah.
I know you asked earlier, but my name is Bryn. Bryn Flynn.
A fairly musical name.
I'm a fairly musical person. I think I
There's
have enjoyed meeting you all, but I will continue to keep to myself until I assess you better. I hope that's
What's
all
your
right.
passive perception?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
12. That's
Okay.
not good.
Okay. I guess everyone else but Bryn would notice that the painting on the wall behind her is like a bunch of men in the boat, like throwing spears down at seals for food
Oh.
and stuff.
I was gonna say I would like to get up and look around the tavern if I can.
Oh,
And,
of course. So it's mostly
Axel,
an big
Axel
open
wanted
area.
to opine.
Hmm?
Axel wanted to opine her remark about getting to know us better and taking our measure further. He would just like to remark that it seems a funny thing to try and continue to get the measure of people whom you met while they were saving your life. But perhaps that is just my opinion.
You would imagine how many times in my line of work that even saving someone's life turned out to be a hole in the boat. As
I
Seen
mean,
it
think
before.
of that fellow that we met back when we first found the mansion. That didn't turn out super well.
I just realized this ale actually does have a name. There is a specialty ale here. The one you got. I'm gonna keep the muscle man known because it's funny.
Oh yeah.
This is called Plank's Plank. That's what the ale's called.
Plank. Oh my god.
Best.
Plank's plonk.
Is it like a flight of like, you know, a really dark, a medium, and like a light?
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you what it says. It's a lager.
Oh, it's a
And
lager. Okay.
it is a much lauded lager. So it's very famous, very well wanted in the city. You also notice, since you are exploring around in here a little bit, getting a few more details. I wish I had my Mage Hand Press book for the Ale Tavern supplement, because that would be really good to hear. Because they have like a random drink name tables and stuff. And subclasses that are all ale themed for like every core class. That's great. That one of the drinks that they have listed up there, and I'll screw it. They have a chalkboard. I don't know if they exist, but whatever. A chalkboard with all the names of things on the menu listed, and at the very bottom, you see that there's a ale that seems like it was written a long time ago. It's kind of smeared a little bit from them erasing some of the chalk and updating other things. But it says Sogobax's Fish Ale.
Ooh, fish ale, huh? I would like to try some of that, please. Could I get like one drink of the fish ale?
And you see the price on it. It like starts at like 50 gold, and then it's like crossed out, and it says like 10 gold, and it's like crossed out, and it says 5, and then it's crossed out, and it just says 5 silver.
I will try a fish. I will try a fish ale.
How do you sure do you want to try that, lad? Everyone who's tried it says it has a horrible aftertaste.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but I've already started this evening out by ordering a bunch of bugs, which you found out
Have I tried this ale before?
Yes. Josul, this is a very rare magic item. Not very rare. It's a common magic item, but for an ale to be magical,
Right. It's rare because it's a magic ale. Yeah.
To reply to Axel's dialogue, he says, fair enough. All right, that'll be 5 silver. Let me go get in the back and get it.
I'm sure he hates opening it because it probably smells atrocious.
Josul, give me like a overall like intelligence check. No, actually, you can add your modifier because Mr. Merchant Man. This would be
also. They probably would have chalkboards, except it would just be natural slate.
Okay.
21.
21. Okay. That you know that this ale has been magically enhanced, or this brew, its origin came of a crazy wizard named Sogobax, who had a pet fish, and he was crazy, and he felt bad that his fish couldn't drink with him, so he magically enchanted ale to be able to pour into his fish's bowl so the fish could drink with him. This ale can be drunk by aquatic creatures, regardless of where they're at and underwater, and it tastes great for aquatic creatures. It's still it's the same as any other beer. It can poison you the same way alcohol does.
Fantastic.
But you've heard of the infamy of if anyone is not aquatic, is not a fish. If they
really
drink
don't
it,
like it,
the aftertaste lasts a long time, and it's the worst aftertaste ever. And I believe it's mostly a magical thing.
I would like to offer a taste of this to Josul. It's pretty good.
I've had it before. It's all right. Yes, a port we were trading at. The captain stopped there to get a drink for the crew, and he saw that there and bought a bottle of it for me. He warned the rest of the crew not to try it, but I let them have a taste anyway, just so I could laugh about it for a few days.
You know that normally a keg of these things costs 50 gold. And to see the price knocked down so much proved your rumors you heard.
Right.
So he eventually comes back with your drink, and he gives it to you, Axel.
Mm-hmm.
You drink it?
Oh no, absolutely I do.
All right, he pours it into a shot glass. He doesn't even give you a tall one, but it's very clearly some kind of beer, like what everyone else is having. Axel wouldn't know alcohol stuff, but for us, it's like, that's weird that they have a beer in a shot glass. It's not really a...
Yeah.
Must be very strong. It's basically a syrup.
You drink it. You're not one for alcohol because you haven't really got the taste too much, but this tastes good.
Well, lucky for me,
Yeah,
I'm immune to poison because of my palate and stuff. So I think I can drink as much as I want, and not get drunk.
Yeah,
I could get like buzz, but I can never get like
Oh, you're Captain
Alcohol
America.
No, I'm Captain Axel.
I'm superhuman. I can drink, but I can't get drunk.
So yeah, I will go ahead and
He's like leaning over the table, and like some of the people that are here, it's kind of quiet. It's like early afternoon, so there's not too many people here. Those of you with past perceptions of 12 and higher notice that some of the patrons are curious to see Axel's reaction to the drink.
he smacks his lips and he says, "Another. Could I have the other 55 silver worth now? Like the other gold, half the gold."
Oh, you actually like it?
I mean, yes, it's nice.
Okay,
It's
okay.
very refreshing.
I've been trying to get rid of this. I've had this in the back for quite a while, to say the least. How about I offer you a
How
deal?
much?
I'll give you the whole keg for 10 gold. How does that sound?
You just the one keg?
Yes, luckily I only bought one keg. Oh,
Okay. You can. I don't know. You can leave it up in a room, or maybe. Let's see. We took a ferry here, so maybe we'll have to take it on a cart home.
I'll pay for the wagon. You just tell me where you want me to ship it,
Oh, Saltmarsh.
and then you give him address.
Yeah, the spooky house on the hill.
Oh, okay.
Abby, just out of pure
Ben!
curiosity, is gonna like
Get the dolly.
Poor
grab
Ben.
Axel's cup and just smell it.
Oh, have fun with the gear.
I wouldn't drink
It smells
that,
like
though.
normal ale. You know,
I wouldn't drink that.
like
if
a
I
light
were you.
beer.
Oh gosh. Does she try and taste it?
You've been warned.
It tastes
I try it.
it tastes like a light beer. It's like eh.
It's not that bad.
Wait, is she an aquatic species?
No.
She's
No,
a
but I can
halfling.
breathe water.
Do you no, well, that was just you tasting it. Do you drink it then? Since it tastes all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else get any?
I want to
Axel
try
paid
some.
for it, so, you know.
Yeah, no, it's like
Try
he'll-
some.
Just will have some, but he's concentrating on the beer he already has.
this is good.
Abby, I feel like in her younger years is the kind of person that very often drunk humans under the table because she has resistance to poison and has no fear.
Right. I mean, yeah, probably.
Oh, you're a
that
scout
probably-
halfling.
In
Yeah.
interest of friendship, I will try some also.
Uh-oh.
I give the bartender a friendly mercantile tip on what beers would probably sell better in his region.
You know, and you guys have
And
a
then
good
I tell
chat.
him the little story about that beer, and I go, maybe a small bottle or two of it in the future if you get aquatic guests, but your normal patrons probably won't like it. It was made by a crazy wizard.
I thought that man was a little nuts. Okay.
He shared alcohol with his fish. Just let that sink in.
I was wondering who Delilah was. He kept mentioning this dear Delilah of his.
Mm-hmm. That's his pet fish. I just kind of nod and wink at him like just a little mercantile tip for him because Josul's good like that. And then I also kind of plug my own business sense that I could trade with him as well if he ever has a caravan or of things heading south, and we could perhaps trade
All right,
food items.
give me just an intelligence roll, so D20 and intelligence.
14.
Ooh, that was a quick roll.
I rolled before we had a conversation.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, I'm going to make an intelligence roll just in case.
The intelligence roll was actually not for the mercantile talk, but it was in fact for something else. So as you're talking with him and stuff, talking about different trading thing, he's telling you about other people around town. He mentions some names here and there, and a few of the names you actually recognize with that check. A few of these guys belong to a ship run by Griff Tulson, and he's a local smuggler that you know. And the names he's telling you about are guards in the city, in this village.
All right. Josul thanks him for the information. Tosses a...
You know he's not like a pirate or anything. Like, it's not like he steals...
Right.
He kills people to steal things, but still dealing with
just a
smuggling. Yeah.
Oh, Josul knows the difference.
Mm-hmm. Does it? Oh yeah.
Also, because Josul has done one of those.
Bryn was
Not
looking
yet.
around the tavern.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we got a little distracted. So you're
That's
looking
all right.
around, and there's a bunch of paintings of people and such in here. Quite a few of them are like, you'll see like an older human fellow, and he's got like a scraggly beard, and he has like 3 teeth in his mouth, and he's like, and he's holding up some like trout or something. That he got painted, I guess, and brought in here. And you see a picture that has a bunch of other people, and they're all together, and it says, like a sign above them, Council Hall, and it has this elderly looking sage fellow, human, male, a shorter looking female halfling, who has on a hat that looks like it's like shaped like a cheese. You see a very serious looking older man that has like a scar on his face. He's got like an eye patch, and he's very well built, and he's got wearing a sleeveless shirt and stuff. He looks like a blacksmith. He's got like on that apron that the blacksmiths have, so that way sparks don't hit him and stuff. You see an elf who's with them, who looks very the stereotypical elf, where it's got like almost like that ranger kind of look with the green and leaf themed clothing, with a bow on their back. You see Plank himself here, and he's up on a stool because he's not in the front row, and he's a gnome. But you can see like the stool. Whoever painted this also painted the stool. And you see, like in the dark corner somewhere, a middle-aged human guy in this picture as well. So there's that one that was kind of interest. And then you see another painting of interest because, oh, hey, big guy. You finally made it down here. Sorry, the big cat
kitty.
made it down.
It's a kitty.
No.
Yeah, he's finally exploring. I was afraid he was going to stay in his room all day. Where was it? You see a very old painting that you recognize the man in this picture. There's multiple people in this picture, but the one you recognize because his left ear is missing. And he has a scraggly beard.
The guy who died of exhaustion.
But the scraggly beard is more brown, it's not gray in this painting.
Okay, I am a pirate. I am assertive. I take the painting down and I bring it over to the gnome.
Mhm.
And I say, who is this man?
I don't...
Can she do that?
I mean, she just did, so.
She kind of did.
You see, like, the painting's old enough that you can clearly see, like, the silhouette of it on the wall when she takes it off. She's like, who was that guy? Hey, cat.
He's on your wall and you don't remember him?
Oh, there's a lot of people on the wall. Some of these are from people who owned this establishment before I did. I think that's the old hermit Philipert. He used to live here.
Oh, shit.
He moved to that island out in the north, Firewatch Island, I think it was called. Along with a bunch of other people that wanted to be secluded. But yeah, he was just a bum in the city. Why do you ask?
Well, he's dead, so. It doesn't bother you.
I didn't know the man. Sucks for him.
Do you know if he had any family?
Not that I know of. I just remembered he would... Remember when I was a little gnome, I remember seeing him on the streets begging for copper. That's all I remember. I heard that he was much better up in that hermitage up there, though. If you wanted to, if he has any family or anything close to family, it would be those men and women that went up there with him. Are you looking for travel there? Escort there?
We are actually, yeah.
Yeah. Older Riser here. He's a half-orc. He runs the ferry that goes there. Goes there every morning to drop off food and supplies.
About what time do you know if the man does his run across the ferry?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. The tavern was a little loud for a moment there.
About what time in the morning does he make his run with the ferry?
Around. I think he leaves around sunrise because he usually gets back pretty early. Before lunch.
What time is it now?
Oh, it's not dusk yet. Why? It's.
Just wanted to make sure I get
like,
along there.
It's in the afternoon. It's sometime in the afternoon.
Yeah, just making sure because like we don't want to tarry and miss the boat. So before dawn start is going to be necessary, I think.
Well, you all have been great customers, and you got rid of some goods that I've been trying to get rid of for a while. So I'll show you which ship it is yourself, and then you can talk to him in the morning if you want.
Aye.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Ben, keep hold of the place while I'm gone.
Didn't you just send him?
You hear in the back? Yes, boss. Oh,
Caddy.
here's the big cat. Yep.
No.
He found his. This is his first time he's been down here. So.
Rough butt.
Yep. Who's a fluff butt? Are you a fluff butt? He's purring.
Friendly Oliver.
All over the internet.
Yeah. All
All you can
over
see
the
on
internet.
Twitch is the tail.
Yeah. For those at home, here you go. See, big cat.
Kitty.
Okay.
The Maine Coon, isn't he?
Yes, a very big cat. So, the gnome takes you guys outside and shows you what the boat is, and it's a Neil boat, a small Neil boat. And so you guys clearly can see which boat you'll be looking for in the morning. Do you guys do anything else for the day, or do you guys take your long rest and stuff, and we can fast forward if you guys want?
If Bryn needs any more healing, like I didn't know if she healed herself up to full, but I've got some lay of hands that I can apply, like a lot of points towards. So.
I don't think anyone else got hurt but her.
Okay.
Yeah,
She
so I've got
slammed by those hearts. They were just like, "We're eating you."
30. I've got like 30 points of healing I can devote.
Damn.
They really tried to hurt Katie, but Katie was like, "Nope."
Denied.
I dragged one underwater to drown them.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
metal as fuck.
Yeah, your guys'
Katie's
fight was
also
nice.
a monk, so they were doomed from the start.
Yeah.
They're like, "Ha, we're
Monkey
flying in
can
here. You
snow.
can't reach us." Huh? You can fly?
Yeah.
No, me jump good.
Yep.
So Axel would probably try to get to know captain to captain what Brendan has been doing with her time on the high seas before getting attacked by harpies.
Well, what do sailors do? I
Good practice.
I've been places and I've seen some things. Been in the water a lot. And the boys. I always come back to the boys.
Axel just like nodding his head sagely, and he's like, I have no idea what she's talking about, but okay.
Like look to the north where I think the north is. I say,
You know which
the
way is north.
boys.
And they're probably back in
Okay.
town somewhere.
Okay. I most of my pirating was scaring people. I am known as the albatross. and they know of my pan flute, the sounds of my pan flute, as I cross their paths. But I'm not really a bad person. I only kill those who need to be killed.
Ah, and what qualifies as needing killed?
Are we in the tavern?
You guys can be having this conversation wherever you want.
Okay, I like look
in the room later.
I like look to where I can see the Are we in a room? I was gonna say I look to where the painting of the people killing the seals are.
Yeah.
We can say you guys are still at the bar and stuff. Like I said, this establishment is huge, so if you guys want a table to yourselves, you can have a table to yourselves.
I don't like people who take advantage of those that they seem to feel are weaker than them.
So a bit of a noble rogue.
I would like to think so. How anybody else sees me is not exactly my choice.
Well, I can understand being well-intentioned and perhaps misunderstood. And certainly, if you can help yourself while also helping others, where's the harm in that, yes?
I would like to think that.
What do they call that? A win-win? Yes. So...
Or as
well
they
met,
call
then.
it under the water, the fin.
Dang it.
Hi, Finn. Never mind.
Anyway, I am going to turn in now because it is late.
Okay.
So,
Um,
next day.
uh,
Starting up early.
All right. So,
Scotty, I would like to say that Bryn does take the painting of the seals down and burns it. If I can.
you take the painting down, and then you just keep it down?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you right away burn it? You just take it off and you just pull out a
Just
tinder
chuck
box
it
and
on
just catch it on fire?
I'm a rogue. I would like to say that they didn't see me take it down.
Well, everybody saw you take it down because you're like, who is this man?
I
No,
will
the
say
of the seals.
yeah, I will say
I thought that was the same painting.
I will say that I can't say no because that's a bad DM move. But you're in you're in the busy tavern that everybody goes
Okay,
to in the
fine.
village.
Are you a
Then
You can
then I-
you can still try. I'm just saying it will be hard if you want to try to do it unnoticed.
I'll get close to it. I'll get close to it.
This will involve
And if I
an
feel-
Ocean's 11 scheme where you distract
Can I
them.
try? Can I try a perception check to see if I notice? Because I've been paying attention to Bryn because she's new. Can I see if I notice her going for this?
It depends what she rolls.
Is this
All right,
sleight of
okay.
hand?
This would be sleight of hand, yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you're really good at it, so that's why I'm
I'm not joking. I rolled an 18, so that's a 30.
Oh,
Can you even beat
God.
that with your perception? Literally no
No.
one sees you take the painting.
Outstanding.
You just walk into the painting, and it just looks like something from a video game. You just grab it off the
Here's
wall, and it
here's what I'm
disappears
gonna
into
play it
your
off
pocket.
as. Everybody goes to bed, and everyone's getting ready for
Yeah.
sleep. And you wait until 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was hoping to do anyway.
Oh, that's when Axel's getting up for in the morning, but that's okay. You can't hear anything over the sound of him clanking his armor on.
While you guys head off and go to bed, before you steal the painting, Josul, you were gonna sneak out during the
Yes.
night, right?
Yes, I am.
Give me a stealth check. Look at everybody being little rapscallions in this little fishing village. I love it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
mean, I've got to be true to my nature. I'm a merchant. Not necessarily all of those goods are legal. All the time.
I don't drink.
23.
23. Ooh, okay. Yeah, you slither out
I
into
rolled
the
a
night.
12,
No
sorry.
one notices or hears you. You
I
are
move so slowly. You'll never hear me moving because it's so incredibly slowly.
and you stay near the docks, trying to see if you can catch them in the act, is what your plan was. And you do see a bunch of guys loading up a ship in the middle of the night.
Okay. I
Do you have dark vision?
do not.
Okay. You don't need to
Nobody
worry
has
about
dark
that
vision.
too much because this
Except
village
for
is
Call-
Like Sekald.
yeah. You don't need to worry about that too much because this place is humans. So they're keeping the lights in the
Mhm.
down low, but there are lights. They do have some oil lanterns with them, so they can see what
Okay.
they're doing. And you notice on the boxes themselves, it appears like they're the boxes themselves seem to be for dry goods, just tobacco, and for like silk and other fine cloths.
Okay. All right.
They
Standard
they
attire.
have
I'd smuggle
rolls
that.
of silk and stuff.
I'd smuggle that. That's a good deal.
You don't see anything.
Do I know a proper greeting? I think there's a thieves' cant greeting I can do that would let them know I'm cool.
I would say so. It would be in Thieves' Cant for
Okay.
sure.
All right. I
You can make it
squiggle
up
their
to whatever you want,
direction
or just say you say it. It's fine.
silently, and I do the greeting. Smuggler's greeting.
You definitely take
when
them.
I have their attention.
You definitely take them by surprise. One of them pulls out a hand crossbow and aims it at you, and then when you say
just
that,
kinda-
they pull it up, and he's like, "What do you want?"
More interested in information. I pull out some coin. I'd be willing to pay if you know what I want. And if you don't, I'll still give you some money for your time.
Then you'll want to talk to the captain. Follow me.
Of course.
He has a scimitar on him, and so does the other guy, and they're like these big, burly, like thug dudes.
I'm not worried about it. There's water. I can swim. They can't.
Not as well,
Not
anyway.
breathe water anyway. Yeah, not as well anyway.
Very few things can swim as fast as you, if not.
No. Yeah, very few things. A magically boosted halfling, but that's about it.
Yeah. So they take you into the ship, and they take you into the captain's quarters.
All right.
And in here,
I say the greeting.
you see a man wearing a sailor's outfit, but he is also wearing a black leather jacket that it's more of like a dark gray now because it's been worn. He's this he's human. I just wanted to be sure. And he's got the big giant fisher boots, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
And he's
Goes
counting
up to your knees, fisher boots.
and he's counting coin and stuff. And he's like, what is it? I believe we got ourselves.
wondering,
I believe we got ourselves another. Someone wants business with you. And he's like, oh, close the door. Aye, Captain. Just you and the captain.
Okay.
He's got like piles of gold coins, and he's like one's like a messy pile, and the other one's like actual.
Right.
He's just like, how can I interest you, Mr.
Josul. But you may have heard of. Let me use my smuggler name. You may have heard of Knife Tongue.
Never heard of you. What do you want?
I worked with Captain. Sorry, my names are on the bottom, and my name is at the top. I worked with Captain Warmwater.
So you're like my ship's roster. My name's at the top as well. No, I'm kidding. I know that was out of character. Sorry, what was it?
Captain Warmwater of the Dawn Tide is no more. A lot of the smuggler operations that ran out of Saltmarsh has been compromised by some members of the council.
That I've heard. The plant that
I
we
am
had in the
still-
council there, unfortunately, it looks like he got caught. He's in
He
Seaton
did.
jails now.
I am still indeed loyal to the cause, but my goods are not necessarily openly smuggled, so the operations will have to remain on the down low, but I can definitely assist in some transport and storage if needed. It's outside the city, a small house, but you will have to let me know before we arrive.
What kind of signal?
Lantern.
Do you have
We'll
a
be off for
specific
a couple
code?
days on the usual that was used in Saltmarsh before.
Ah, understood. I believe I
We
still
will
have
have
that
to,
somewhere.
We will have to postpone that for the moment to make sure that they're not onto anything. But when I return, there will be a lantern outside at night when business hours are open, if you get my meaning.
Yes, definitely.
I
In the
was wondering if
next
perhaps-
month, we'll do a test shipment and see how it goes from there. And perhaps we can make it more of a full-time gig. How does that sound,
That sounds good.
Mr.
I
Josul?
like that.
As he leans over his desk and puts a hand out.
We have an accord. I hand my hand out and shake his hand.
Gives you a firm handshake.
Now that we are at least in proper business, I was wondering if a bit of information could be exchanged. I pull out some coin and set 3 gold coins on the desk.
Checks
There
it.
was someone I'm looking for. If you have seen her or heard of her, she was taken captive by the former. I really got to organize this information better.
Yeah, I have fun going through your character sheet when you're not here.
It's like, oh my god, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
The former Bendar Axel had enslaved her. Her name is Leaf of the Sea. She is a sea elf chef, probably one of the best ones you will ever encounter. She has been my love for a long time. She was taken from me by Bendar. He is no more. He has paid for his activities. Unfortunately, I have not found her. I am willing to pay a reward if you can locate her and bring her back to me, alive.
I don't know how big time you think I am, but I can put a few feelers out there.
Information is still helpful.
If you give us a little extra during our trades.
Of course. A discount, as it were, for a task.
Aye.
Very well. We have an accord. In a month's time, we should be back. We will see you at the rendezvous. Pleasure doing business with you, Captain.
You too.
And
Perhaps a
I
drink
away.
before you go. As you were
Oh.
starting to swig away, he pulls out a whiskey glass, or 2 whiskey glasses in a crystal container.
A proper drink to seal the deal. Good business proposition. Nice whiskey.
He pours them both clearly in front of you, and slides it over to you. The future dealings.
To future dealings. Tink. Set the glass down, and I nod. The thieves nod, and then I squiggle away. And that was my dealings for the night.
All right.
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, that's a fun little thing. So,
I got to do the character. It wouldn't be doing me any justice.
Katie's sleeping, and in the middle of the night, she's like, "Lantern."
it's adorable. It'd be adorable if you weren't a soul-sucking monk.
I'm still adorable.
Is she cuddling a lantern in her sleep like a teddy bear?
It's very possible.
You're just like, bitch, I'm adorable.
I'm adorable, even when I'm eating your soul.
The dawn rises, and it is morning. Bryn, at this point, we'll say there's like a little cutscene moment where like the sun is starting to rise, and you get like the sienya kind of sunrise coming up, and outside between the alleyways in the tavern is where the angle of the camera is that's looking at the sun. And as the sun rises, you can clearly make out what the silhouette of this weird shape was. And as the light hits it, you see that it is a burnt picture frame outside the tavern. And then it cuts to Bryn waking up. And then everybody else waking up.
Mm. Instead of the Lion King singing, it's just Axel yelling at the top of his lungs because they're late and the sun's already coming up.
Well, I
And
mean,
he's trying to get ready.
yeah, it's like just starting.
Why is he yelling already?
Just gets higher pitched when somebody gets too aggressive and strapping on the plate mail.
Axel's just perched on the rooftop.
I don't even have a climb speed. How do I do this?
I don't know. I'm being silly. I'm feeling silly.
It's funny though.
Yeah.
That was so cute. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so you all are prepped and stuff, and you guys head to the docks, and you find this half-orc fellow.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that he's getting ready to tie off and stuff when you guys get there.
Hold. One moment, please. We would like to go across to the Hermitage.
5 silver.
Oh, a piece or per person total?
5 silver.
I toss him a gold piece.
Dude. Okay. I'll give him a 5 silver.
We all throw the coins at him at the same time and they go,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
He doesn't catch any of them. He just land on his boots and he just nods at you and keeps rowing.
Yeah, like, is he
doesn't even
reacting
think
to
about it,
us
just
at all?
Land at his feet.
He picks up the silver. Puts it
can
in
I
the
make an
coin pouch.
investigation for a coin slot?
He uses
Well,
his boots.
Everyone has a coin
He's
slot,
got the
but
knee highs. He
I
just
don't think
puts the
everybody
coins in
puts
his
it there.
boots.
Any case.
He's got the knee-high sailor boots. He just puts them in the boots. There's plenty of room.
He says,
And I'm just imagining like it's like a toll basket, right? Like a drive-by toll basket. And you just throw the change in his boots and they go ching. All right.
I think this morning, Abby is actually going to cast aid on Josul, Axel, and Bryn. Since Katie can make her own temporary hit points. So you have 15 temporary hit points this morning.
Okay.
Yay. That is the keep Josul alive temporary hit points. Because
Yeah,
Josul is good
yeah.
at dying.
That's the negate one hit.
Josul is very good at almost dying.
Yeah.
Exceedingly well at it, one would say. This has almost happened so many times.
Axel is disgustingly
This-
tearful for this early in the morning. So if anyone is not a morning person, they're going to hate his guts right now.
this guy does not look like a morning person. But he also looks like he's done this literally every day for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
But does he look like the amount of coin that we've gave him is enough to actually get us across? Okay, good. That's what I was wondering.
He took it and
Yeah,
he's like, get on the boat.
He's like leaning into the
Alright.
wind on the ferry pole, like not quite Jack and Fabrizio, but like, you know, he's still very into it.
And you notice that he has packed on there some crates of food and stuff. Not too much on there. It's a small Neil boat, so you can't really carry that much anyway. Just all since you are used to trade goods and stuff, it looks like there's enough like food and provisions here for probably like 20 people's worth of stuff for a day. It's like, so it's 20 days worth of
Okay.
rations, I guess. You want to think of it that way.
Yeah.
It's
20
doing it on the
people's
daily
day
like that
rations,
seems
yeah.
dangerous.
Hmm?
Like what happened? Doing rations run on the daily seems just dangerous from a supply standpoint. Like what happens if there's a disruption in the supply line? What happens if the ferry boat breaks and they're just like starved to death in there?
They're like a hermitage. Starving is something they do every so often for religious purposes anyway.
Do we know there are 20 people there?
You're not sure how many people are there.
Because it could be like 4 days of food for 5 people.
You're looking for one guy that's there, if I recall.
Okay.
That cleric of Procan was like, "Can you check on my friend?"
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So do you deliver food often to the Hermitage?
yes, on the first light of each day. Bring passengers back and forth, like yourselves.
How often do you get passengers that go there?
You're the first this season. You also know it's the beginning of maybe like late fall. I would say it's late fall.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't get many.
Yeah.
So like Axel's checking out like the river as they're crossing, and like he's super into the the breeze on the water, and like at one point he's going to take his hat off and like dunk his head under the water in front of the boat and like look around and just see if there's any fish under there.
Give me a perception
Just-
check at advantage. Because you're
Okay.
because you're sniff. And as sharks have proven, you can smell underwater pretty well.
Yeah, you can. Wow. Okay. So with that, it's going to be a 21.
21.
Yeah.
You smell the normal fish that you normally would expect. You know, nothing
Mhm.
really out of the ordinary. You think you smell something a little funky for just a moment. Some kind of smell you don't quite recognize. Doesn't smell like poison. Doesn't smell like fish. Doesn't smell like rotting wood or anything. But
Does it smell
rotting
kind of
wood is
like
like the closest smell to this smell. It's a smelly smell. It's a smell that's
Smelly?
smelly. Minus the SpongeBob reference. It's that same kind of like level of suspicion with the smell. It's something like you're not sure what this is.
Okay.
But it's
Huh.
very faint. Feels like it's something very far away.
Okay. In a few minutes, like as we get closer, he's gonna try that again and see if he can sniff out like another sample, see if it's stronger or weaker, getting closer to the monastery.
Alright. Give me another one at advantage. Another perception.
Okay.
Since you're doing another check.
Oh, dip. Okay. So that's a nat 20.
Okay. Same as before.
27. Yeah. Okay.
It's still the same relative range. This time, you actually, I'm trying to think of things that would actually give off unique smells in the ocean.
Without like giving away whatever it is.
Oh, yeah, but also, you don't smell dragon. You're pretty sure it's not dragon. You've smelled dragon before. You guys are friends with one.
I was gonna say it
I
doesn't smell
trained
like
with one.
it doesn't smell like weird abyssal monsters that we've encountered, right? Like Cholts or
Troll
Chol. Yeah, I get
or
those confused.
undead.
Are you playing with my green screen?
No, I'm not playing with your green screen, Dad.
No.
I like how he was looking right at the camera when I did that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna open the door just so he can wander out. Because I think he got in, but it's kind of difficult getting in and out that way. There you go, big cat. Okay. So, it's only a 3-mile trip, so it's not very far. You guys get there within about an hour. Flavor text.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and it's good weather today. Today's nice and calm. There's no clouds in the sky. It's not really windy at all.
Awesome.
As you approach, you can hear the faint sound of a large bell being rung. It seems to be coming from this small island, but it fades quickly, and you don't hear it anymore after that. And once the island comes in sight, you can see that the sun makes the waves sparkle as Firewatch Island comes fully into view. 3 barren hills at its most noticeable landmarks, rising above a narrow rocky beaches and a small wiry scrubs on the otherwise sparse landscape in between those high points. A small fortress and a beacon tower can be seen. The building is made of stone and it looks like it has 2 floors. A bell tower raises an additional 2 stories above the rest of the building, and the low stone walls surround parts of the complex. As you approach, you can see a short wooden pier that extends out into the water, connected by the path from an open archway into the fortress wall. You recognize the archway from one of the paintings in the tavern. We'll say there was no one really of significance there, but that landmark looks familiar from the tavern. The pier is in good shape, with wooden pilings rising it well above the high tide lane and the rocky beach. The area is deserted with no other boats or people in sight. The call of gulls and the shrieking of crows and the crashing of waves are the only sounds you hear. We're here. And
That
ties
was
off.
perfect
And he
timing. I
ties
could
off
hear
the
the
boat.
gulls.
I know, right? That's perfect. So will you be back in the morning, or are you gonna wait for us? How does this work?
I'll be back in the morning. If you want me to wait
Okay.
for you, that'll cost extra.
How much extra?
50 gold.
I think we're fine.
We'll be
You
good.
just come back in the morning.
We're fine. We're good.
Our party has a good
I
dynamic.
think Josul might
Spends
break into
hundreds of
hives
gold-
if we spend 50 gold on that.
Spends hundreds of gold on food. Does not want to spend 50 gold pieces.
If we
on
spend
the
50
guy waiting
gold
at the
on
dock.
everything that made our lives less dangerous, we
Yeah,
have 50 gold to spend on food.
yeah. That's true. That's true. I just love how that's our dynamic.
I guess let's go. Buy a gun, head forward.
I squiggle off the
so
boat and begin squiggling
he-
on land.
He unloads the stuff from the boat, and you guys leave and start heading in. And I need to get you guys a map of this place.
Ooh. Is he carrying the stuff with him?
No,
Or
he
does
puts
he
it
just
at the
leave
end of
there
the
on the
dock.
shore?
Puts it at the end of the dock. Yeah, at the shore. And he heads out.
I suppose we could be nice and take the stuff to their front door for him.
Yeah, I was about to say it's enough stuff that I think even just if one of you has got a good carry weight, you probably could carry all of it yourself. But it'd be a lot easier
I
with
was
two
gonna say,
people.
Mr. 19 strength over here probably could just like coolie it all the way up there in both arms.
Yeah.
Here, yeah, I'll make an athletics check for it. Okay. That's 16, not bad.
Okay, yeah, you're able to carry it all. Kind of strain a little bit, but you got it. Just more of if like somebody pushes you, you might get off balance pretty easily. It's a lot.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm sorry, this is a bad place to pause, but I need to go to the bathroom, so I will be
I
right
need to
back.
use the little merchant's room anyway.
Okay,
That sounds
actually,
that sounds workable.
that sounds
just
good.
take
We're gonna
a break.
take a little sailor's break. Let me set it up, and we'll be
A brief
back.
sailor's rest.
Yeah, and we'll be back.
Surely.
We all have to take a trip to the poop deck.
Where's
Not why it got its name, but in this reference.
there we
That
go.
whistle blows, that ship sound whistle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right,
Try to do.
all right, we'll be back in 5. So we're switching. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Hey, extra
Hi.
long pee break because we go on nerd tangents and we talk about nerdy things. But
Mhm.
anyway, so you guys just arrived at the city. The island. Definitely not city. Oh, hello. What are you doing down here, puppy?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Popper.
I thought that sounded kind of
Hello.
loud for cat
I heard a
guys.
popper.
Yeah, hey. Kyra, come on, up here.
Who's this?
Kyra.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's my dad's dog.
Laura.
Hi.
I
Yeah,
don't think I
Oh,
heard her.
puppy.
yeah, she's very
Come
hyper.
here, buddy.
She's very hyper.
She,
All right.
she likes to jump on you.
Yeah, I'm closing her out
No.
Here's a boyser.
because she is not stream friendly.
No.
But she got to say hi in the camera.
Here,
Yeah, I
Teresa.
think mine fucked off and went to hang out with Kevin.
There you go. Teresa says hi.
Yo, buddy.
No. And let's see, what's everyone's passes? As your guys are on the
Passive?
island? I think
My
you have the
passive is
best. Axel's,
high,
I think, the
yeah.
only one proficient.
16. 16.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, you guys like notice that the place seems fairly quiet and stuff, and he has packed up the boat, and I'll say it's on its way out at this point.
Does it seem too quiet?
You can. Did you want to like investigate or look around? or-
Insight.
Okay, give me a. I'll do you one better. Give me an investigation check.
All right. was gonna say his insight works way better for me because I have a +6.
Okay, here's
Instead
your,
of a
here's your
+0.
three choices. You can either do perception. This is not on smell
Well,
perception.
I rolled a 17, so I rolled
Okay.
a 17.
Investigation check. You notice that there are distinct tracks returning, going to and from the waterline. They look humanoid.
Okay.
Like they're walking
Humanoid.
into the water and walking back out.
Ooh, interesting.
You
All right,
also
I guess I'll
notice.
shove my face in the water and
You
sniff
also
around
notice
and see
what
what
appears to be like a vulture or something flying over
Huh?
top of the island in the area. But then you realize what that smell was.
Yeah.
And you
undead?
smell it upwards.
Uh-oh.
And that buzzard gets closer. And it turned out it's not a buzzard. When it gets closer, you notice something a lot bigger. A lot bigger. And appearing, coming down towards you guys, is a creature that I can never remember how to correctly see what they look like. It looks like a mix between like a deer head with antlers and like a bird body.
Oh no. Oh shit.
And
Oh,
you
fuck.
hear like
Okay,
a
that's
like a
the
horrid
that's me, the player,
screech,
saying that.
and it's like the size of like a horse, and its wingspan is even bigger than that. That's without the wings. As its talons come down towards you, and it screeches. As we roll initiative.
I was gonna say initiative. So I'm not letting something dive bomb us.
I like how me, Jeanette, and Blake were all like, nope, nah, this thing. I ain't
everyone
about
else
this
is like,
life.
oh, cool. Like, Jeanette's like.
I cast
By the way-
invisibility.
By the way, for spoilers for those of you that are experienced and know what this creature is, it is not the one in the monster manual.
Oh.
It's bigger than the one in the
Oh.
monster manual.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
great.
Great.
Super.
Greater
Amazing.
invisibility.
I was thinking it was a rock
I
again.
broke it.
No, if it was a rock, it would have blocked out the sun, and you guys would be screwed.
Yeah, Scott would have never said this tiny bird, even hundreds of miles
Well, he
in the
did say that
sky,
it
it
was
would still
large.
block out the
Yeah,
sun.
it's horse size.
I got a 10 on my initiative check.
I got a 17.
I got a rock. I'm kidding. Sorry, what was Axel's?
I get a 9.
10 for me.
10. Josul got 9. Sekald got what?
Nah.
16.
Oh, sweet. A sweet 16. Abby, what'd you get?
I got a 17.
Ooh. What's your dex?
I know.
Oh,
I
wait,
rolled
no,
really
sorry.
well.
I'm looking at initiatives from
What
last
dex?
time. Katie, what was yours?
Got an 8.
Oof. That's rough, buddy.
I rolled a 3.
Oof, that's extra rough. And, Bryn, what'd you get?
26.
That's all?
Holy Christ.
Yeah. I have +8 initiative.
My rogue Nimbus would be proud.
Ooh, Nimbus is a good name for a rogue.
It was.
So
His
was,
initiative modifier was 15. If you rolled a 1, he still usually went first.
so, this thing is flying down, and by the time you all notice, that's when initiative engages. And I'm gonna say this thing is about 60 feet in the air when it is your turn, Bryn, as you are definitely first.
Okay.
It looks like it's coming right for the tall pink guy, Axel.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use one of my swashbuckler rogue things. I think it's called Panache.
Oh, Panache.
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 Nice.
Thank you.
I would have not known.
Can't
from just the
freaking
word.
speak words.
I'm a hypocrite
Panache.
because I'm bad with words, so whatever.
Oh, it's okay. I'm bad with words also. Panache. As an action, you can make a persuasion check contested by a creature's insight check. On success, a hostile creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets. It can't make opportunity attacks against targets other than you for 1 minute, or until one of your allies engages it or or it gets more than 60 feet from you.
Ooh, okay. You're gonna have to remember that. That was a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, if it goes after anybody but you, it has disadvantage.
That's
But the
pretty much what I
second we
got from
attack it, then that breaks.
it. Mm-hmm. So, does that take an action for you at all?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I'm rolling insight, you said?
You roll insight, I roll persuasion.
Okay.
And I have expertise in persuasion, so 29.
Yeah, birdie. Yeah, it definitely succeeds. They got 15 total. It got 15
Okay.
total.
So you have disadvantage if you try to attack my friends.
Hey, don't let me free! And it's like, what?
Aw, you said friends.
And that's your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can. Well,
For the map,
I-
like this, just to give you an idea of where you're at on the map that I gave you, of like the overall island, you guys are like just off the dock. And this
Okay.
creature is flying in from the north in the water area. But it was circling around the whole area. It wasn't just the island. It seemed to be just coincidentally saw you and decided to food.
so we're not engaged, so I can't like make it like I can't disengage, right?
Yeah, no, it didn't get you a ring yet, so it's not engaged with
Okay.
you yet.
Damn. That really got me.
All right, up next is its turn. Yes, it goes next.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Not-
Okay, Google, set a reminder for save the date.
And this creature goes to fly down and attack Axel,
Really hot.
but it has disadvantage on all of its attacks. So it swoops down and it attempts to get you with its talons, and it
Mhm.
also attempts to get you with its antlers. So the first thing it does is it tries to hit you with the antlers at disadvantage.
Talon, antler, probably what, 2 rends and a bite? What is this, a 3.5 creature?
I know, right?
It's almost like this
Nice.
adventure was from 3.5. 17
Yeah.
to hit. All right.
That was a horrible dance move. Talon.
Not a nat 1, but definitely missed on a second attack.
Mm-hmm. Are we doing critical fails?
No, it got
I
nat
think we were
2.
doing crit fails.
Yeah,
in
we
this
are.
one.
If it did crit fail,
Oh,
I
we
would
are?
have. Yeah.
Oh, but it's got like a -1 to some stat.
No, it rolled a nat 2, so did not
Okay.
crit fail.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you said a nat 1.
Oh,
That's what I
sorry.
heard.
Sorry. Yeah, that'll be its turn. So it's like on you, pretty much, over top of you,
Great.
attacking. As it is
Perfect.
Abby's turn.
Does this thing look like undead?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
If you need a picture, let me put it in Discord.
Well, it does have a lot of disturbing traits. Being rotten is thankfully not one of them.
They got a picture in the adventure too, but I will post this one instead. This is the one from the Monster Manual, but the Monster Manual one is medium size. This one's large size.
Oh! Okay, that's not what I was picturing. Okay. That's
I
still
like how-
scary.
That's why I was like,
I like
it's
how
hard to
the way
describe.
they
describe.
have the teeth
Picturing.
drawn in this
What?
artistic rendition gives him a derpy face, like Goofy.
It's
I
a
was
beak.
about to say, what
It's
is
a,
with the derpy face?
it's a beak with teeth. If you look at it really close.
Yeah, given the angle and how they have the perspective, it gives him a really derpy face.
All right, fine.
Looks
All
like
right,
he's like,
fine.
Oh, I'm gonna bite you.
Shucks.
Gore.
Why not? I'm gonna cast Bless on. Good Lord, there's a lot of us. I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level and hit Bryn, Josul, Axel, and Kade. So everybody but me and Sekald, since we're not going to be in melee anyway.
Okay, this is very tiny picture in comparison to the last one, but this is the one in the adventure.
Oh boy.
To give you an
Oh,
idea how
that's
big.
terrifying.
Okay, that face
Oh,
looks a
no.
lot better. Okay, I
Mhm.
like that face
Oh,
way
fuck
better.
that.
Yeah. Or sorry for those at home, you don't get to see it, but if you get yourself the Ghost of Saltmarsh book,
Oh
it
God,
is
no!
on page. Oh, where did you go? I had the page. There it is. It's on page 144.
Why the hell is that thing?
Now what? Just what?
Welcome to Monsters from 3.5.
Welcome to
No
Greek.
shit.
Welcome to Greece. This is a Greek mythology.
Yeah, Greek
creature.
mythology.
It's a Greek mythology.
Greek
creature.
mythology really did kind of pioneer the whole Garanimal school of monsters.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
roll a nature check if you want, but
I don't know why.
Is that a
but
deer
just what
owl?
I was
No,
thinking.
it's a platypus.
I was
owl.
saying
No,
it's-
a deer platypus owl.
no, it's just
No, literally, like the Greek binome for giraffe is camelopardatus. It's a camel leopard.
nice.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Oh, it's definitely not those.
Yeah, I was thinking Bargle, everybody.
They're
Oh,
for those that don't
brutal.
know what they are. They're like
Oh.
undead float heads where the ears are gone and they're just like bat wings.
Vampiric undead
Yeah, yeah.
flying heads.
yeah,
yeah,
they
vampire.
For the record.
they suck.
Mhm.
They drain
Pun
blood
intended.
and sever your head and make you one of them again.
Oh, Varguis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate those things.
Yeah,
Be-
we had a
be
great
nasty.
exposure to those things in
But
Ravenloft.
Planescape Torment gave me an unnatural fear of those in D&D.
Oh
And
boy.
if you haven't gotten to that part of Planescape Torment, you should. Because it will make you scared of them as well,
Oh boy.
even if you're not.
And
you want us to
it's-
suffer like you did. Thanks.
Yes,
it's
yes, I
Abby's.
do.
It's Abby's turn.
I cast Bless, and I don't have anything else I can do as a bonus action, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
That was
And I'm
quick.
gonna back away because I feel like I am perfect grab and carry size, and I do not want to be takeout tonight.
In
so.
what direction do you go? Because you have the
Towards place we're
island.
going. Yeah, I'm going towards the building,
Okay.
like further away from the dock.
Okay. You're taking that path south.
My
Got
little
it.
25 feet.
Each
The
of those
bird said-
squares is 10 feet, by the way.
There are squares.
Are there squares on your guys'
Oh, I'm
version?
looking at the other map. I was looking at the first map.
Yeah.
So the bird's new theme song is "I Feel Like Halfling Tonight."
Just talking about chicken tonight the other day, me and my wife.
Oh.
So the bird landed right in front of the doorway there?
No, it's still flying in the air. It's
No,
above
it's-
Axel.
It's trying to
Yeah,
take
it-
Axel's head off.
Okay.
Axel's the
Yeah.
tallest. It's the first one it noticed. You probably look the tastiest, actually.
He's also bright pink too, so
That's why I
Looks
said
like
it
a-
looks the tastiest.
yeah,
Um,
a bright spot at a distance.
Sekald, it is your
Like
turn.
raw chicken.
Alrighty.
Do the thing.
Say the line, Bart.
There's not multiple targets. I'm not going to waste a good one.
Okay.
I mean,
fair
fair
enough.
enough. That's a good, yeah.
However, I will pull out a spell, and correct me if I'm wrong from this, Scotty. This is from your Zebediah's Guide.
Mm.
Sphere of Water Pressure.
Yes, it
Oh,
is. Let me.
Oh, I love that spell.
Now-
that spell is awesome.
The fact that it has a 20-foot radius is irrelevant because I'm high enough level for an evocation wizard that I can bend it around everybody else and hit just the bird.
And even then, you can put the bubble like right above it, so it's just barely in it, and it'll actually pull it away from Axel.
Or I can do the opposite, put it at the very bottom and crash it into the ground, and everybody has a good shot at melee.
You want to do that?
Yeah, all right.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Okay. Con save.
Yes, please.
I'm just imagining that when like I were to cast that spell, it would be a sphere, but when you cast it, it's just like an outline of the creature that's all trapped in water.
How's a 21?
Oh, man.
Oh.
Well, it still takes half damage. Let's see.
So it's not crushed per se, but it.
Yeah, it's not restrained either.
Mhm.
19 damage. No, I'm sorry, half of 19.
9, actually. Because you're rounding down, it would have been 9.5.
And I'm going to move with Abby. Just in case.
I like to think your shape evocation is you actually still make the bubble, and Axel's fully in a bubble, just the pressurization of the bubble isn't around him.
It's kind of the way I thought about it.
Yeah. And you move towards Abby. Got it. You head south.
Correct. Yes.
After you, it is Axel's turn. Actually, wait. Sorry, my bad. At the end of your turn,
Oh no. Jeanette.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I know what this thing is.
it claws at you, Axel, using a legendary action.
Bitch has legendary action.
But it still is. No, wait. It's been attacked by someone else, so that doesn't work
Yeah,
anymore,
so
right?
it doesn't have disadvantage anymore.
Damn.
No.
Wait, does it have to be an attack?
It-
Well, yeah.
that
it is
was
a
that
hard
was an
one to
attack
tell.
against it.
Yeah.
Does a 27 hit? That hits. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Jeanette,
That's one of those things where it's like, if a DM says that a lot, but I will also fully agree with like a player can do that to the DM where they're like, does my 30 hit? You know?
I do have a quick question.
Yeah.
Could I use an inspiration point to yell duck and have him have any type of dexterity check on that?
Oh, you're nice, but I don't think that works.
Well,
That
that's
would
why
be
I was
great if
asking.
it did.
Wait, Callie, you have my turtle duck, don't you? Did I give you my turtle duck? I think I gave her my turtle duck.
So apparently my nails are
Yep.
just right because I'm scratching down the back of Treezo's head and his eyes are closing every time I touch it.
oh.
So
He's-
if you recall, I had made that variant rule that we never really get to use, where once a session, you guys could call on the duck god, and the duck god could give you a favor. It gives you like a bardic inspiration, but you have to explain to the duck god why you need it for this role.
In this case, it's because I'm screaming the name duck.
And since it's only something you can do once per session, I'm make sure everybody in the group's okay with it being used on this.
Yes.
I mean,
Because it would kind of suck
I
if like
feel
one
like-
player used it, but everyone else is like, no, wait.
unless there's some real horrible consequence to getting tagged by this thing I'm not aware of. Like, he's fine. Like, he's the tank. Let him tank.
Okay. I still scream duck, but I won't pray to the duck god then.
Okay. Just keep in mind the duck god's always watching.
Turtle Duck is adorable and I love him.
Mhm.
Yes.
He's always watching.
So is my Count Quackula.
We need to get you
Yes,
like those mini risers so that you could just have one for the duck, like right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Why don't you use the Quackula for the Avernus or for the Mists of Kryn's Valley game?
Oh, I do. It's just you guys have never called for him yet.
Oh, we've never. Okay, my bad. Shutting up.
I summon Quackula.
You guys could really use it in that campaign, but
Count Quackula.
We probably will next session.
Instead of Count Dracula, Count Quackula.
oh, that's not too bad. You only take 8 piercing damage,
Oh, that doesn't even get through all my temp HP.
slashing, and that was at the end of
Slashing!
Sekald's turn.
Yeah, that was in
Yeah.
end of
Yeah.
mine.
This is the problem with legendary actions. You lose track of what's what. Okay, after you,
Mhm.
it's Axel.
No, Axel.
Yeah.
So he's gonna smile real big because he doesn't really do anything else, and my turn. And he's gonna use his action surge to shove his face mask on, and then his action to cast Lobster Claw, blip blip bloop. And we're gonna strike on this guy. Whoop, Treezo, I'm sorry, buddy. I just tipped him out of my lap.
Oh,
Oops.
All right. Starting from a 16, it's plus what for the spell attack? Plus 8? Yeah. Okay, so 24 to hit?
24 hits. Yes.
24 hits? Okay. And since it's a weapon attack, I'm going to burn a smite.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll my smite damage really quick. It's 2d8, unless it's an undead or
What kind of damage? This is
fiend.
radiant, right?
Radiant, yeah.
All right, it's a beyond. No, kidding.
Is okay. Do I roll the extra damage dice by type?
No, you're fine. You can put it all together.
Okay, so just the 2.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you guys.
Okay, so it's going to be 8 radiant damage,
Mhm.
and then the claw itself does. Where's that spell at?
2d8.
Is it another 2d8?
It's
I think-
2d8 at first level
2d6
plus 1d8 for every level after that.
D6. It's D6s. 2D6.
Oh, D6s.
Wait,
with
for
a
the-
bonus.
Bloop de bloops
for the
lobster.
cleric?
arm.
Oh, okay. No, my stupid self was thinking you were smiting. Never mind. Don't mind me.
No, I did
Yeah,
the smite
it's-
damage already. So this is 2D6 damage for the claw grapple,
Mhm.
and then I can use my bonus action to squeeze him a little bit. But okay, so it's gonna be 6 plus. Is it just flat 2D6 with the claw attack? It doesn't
Yeah,
have
because it's a
strength to it?
spell.
Okay, then it's going to be 6 bludgeoning, I guess.
It's magical bludgeoning, so
It is.
if that matters,
And
that
they
matters.
Need,
So.
They do, and it needs a strength saving throw against a 16.
Okay, 16. It got 19, so it is not
Okay.
grappled.
All right.
This is a tough bird.
All right. Then I guess since I didn't grab a hold of it, my bonus action is not going to be to try and hit it again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, since it's not grappled by you and it's not restrained by the water, it looks over at Sekald. And it uses a legendary action to fly away from you and fly towards Sekald. And everyone within range does not get an opportunity attack.
Oh,
Ooh.
what a jerk.
Rude.
It flies too fast.
Well,
But okay,
shit.
so it moves. Yeah, it's on top of you, pretty much. Yeah, it's definitely on top of you. As like the sun just disappears as you're running towards Abby, and Abby, you just see it just like looming over top of Sekald.
It probably overtakes me because Sekald's faster than me.
Oh, then yeah, it's like pretty much right over top of you. You
Good,
think you
just
probably think it's going
The
after you.
cloud goes, just the shadow goes over me, and I'm like, fuck. Oh, no.
And what perfect timing! It's Katie's turn.
Wait, what about Josul?
Josul. Yeah, sorry. Hey, Josul.
I am literally the slowest. I'm like going, bird?
Hello?
Bird friend!
Well, he seems pretty hardy, but I wonder exactly how he is in different save departments.
Look at you playing on wizard roll.
Well,
Oh, I'm curious
I'll
about
try
this
something,
creature.
But I'm not sure this creature can.
Perhaps I can
do.
use it for my own benefit.
He's good at those saves. I don't want to make him do that. Gosh darn heck.
Truthfully, I think this is one of the toughest creatures in here, in this adventure. Not this adventure, this book, sorry. Overall, not like in, like, CR department, just, like, for what it is.
I don't know if this spell's going to affect this creature or not. I'm going to ask you a weird question.
Shoot?
Is its intelligence score lower than 4?
No.
Okay. Then he definitely needs to make a wisdom save.
16?
I think my save is like half that. So,
What were you
Save is
casting?
not half that.
oh,
It better not
gosh
be half
darn.
that, or you better not be casting spells. With a DC 8.
Let's see. It's 8 plus your modifier plus.
Your spellcasting
What is it?
ability. So, being an arcane trickster, it's intelligence mod plus 8 plus your
It's
proficiency
going to be a
bonus.
minimum of 12 plus whatever your intelligence. Because
Gosh
we're
darn
at
it.
plus 4 proficiency.
Is it 14?
It's 15.
15. Oh, he just passed. Wow. Okay. What were you casting?
I was cashing Tasha's hideous laughter.
Cash money.
That's why I asked about his intelligence, because if his intelligence was lower than 4, it doesn't affect him.
I like to
because
think-
he's too dumb to
I like to
understand
think
the joke.
I like to think you are just like laugh, and then you hear like, and it stops itself.
Darn it. Almost had.
But it looked over at you, and it looks at you with sentient eyes, like it understood what you were saying.
Oh, joy. That's good.
So
Hey, Kat,
you at least learned that.
message.
Oh,
In that case, when it looks at me, I say, if you're hungry, perhaps we can negotiate.
It looks back at Sekald. Because it's right next to him.
Okay, not that intelligent, but more intelligent than a cat. Got it.
Much
I
more
should say a
intelligent than a
dog,
cat
'cause
if it
cats
has
in
more than
D&D
4.
I was gonna say I should say a dog, because cats in D&D have 1 intelligence. So
They have
I should
3.
say
Okay,
dog.
Katie, it's
they
your
have like 2 or 3.
Katie, it's your turn. It's about 30 feet away. I know you're a
People
monk,
who
and that
make
doesn't
D&D
matter.
do not like cats.
How high up is it?
It's within melee, because it came down for melee.
Oh, good. I go, nice bird. Oh, no. Bad bird. Bad bird.
But you will be, like, jumping up and going, eh.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so I run at it,
Mhm.
and I am going to, let's see. I'm gonna jump up and punch it twice and see how that goes.
You're just like, jump up, and get down.
Oh, yeah. All right, so first punch.
Jump around.
Uh, 23 to
Mm-hmm.
hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's gonna be 9 bludgeoning damage,
All right.
and I would like to spend a key point and have it make a saving throw for stunning strike.
I thought you would.
Nice.
13.
He saved DC equals 14.
Oh,
Ah!
okay. It chooses to succeed.
Son of a bitch. Okay, that's my first punch. I punch it again.
I love monks so much.
22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 8 points of damage.
This is the most mad I've seen you in a while. You look angry.
Not only does this murder vulture have legendary actions, it also has legendary retcon.
So 8 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Make another saving throw. Key point.
Nat 20.
Burn these.
I'm sorry.
Flurry of blow. And another key point. I'm gonna punch it 2 more times.
I'm literally giving you an A for effort on that. Like, if there was
Oh,
like
I
good
love it.
noodle stars, I'd yeah.
Weren't those cold inspiration points?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
No,
Don't tell me if it hits. I'm gonna burn my inspiration to roll with advantage on this.
Okay.
I don't want to know if it hits or not. Uh-oh. That D4 is gone. Bye.
Bye.
Gone forever.
29 to hit.
Yep.
Key point.
I'm glad you guys are taking this thing seriously. You're like throwing everything at it.
Don't worry, I got the kitchen sink on backup.
How much damage do you
I'm
do?
chucking that next.
11 points of damage.
Ooh, okay, that was pretty good. You're doing a lot. Gotta be honest. 22 on the save though.
Yeah. Last punch.
This thing is save crazy.
I'm not using the dice of doom either. This is nuts.
All right, that's 16 to hit.
It's
Ooh. Key point.
it doesn't have armor. Well, it has. It doesn't. It's not wearing armor.
So it needs to make a save, and it takes 10 points of damage.
Oh boy. Okay. I think I know what it's gonna try to eat first.
That's 5 key points.
It chooses to succeed. Because it got
No,
the
I
same as
just
the first
realized-
one.
Oh, you haven't missed yet, have you?
No, she
Nope.
hasn't.
Oh, okay.
No, she's just
Just
burning up all
remember
of
that
her-
you. Yeah,
her
just
point
remember
times
you guys are
legendary
blessed.
Oh, I've been rolling my D4.
Oh, okay, good. Good.
Oh,
good,
yeah.
good.
I pulled it
It
out.
turns around and looks at you, like one eye, like its head's turned sideways to look at you, and it's looking at you with like fiery eyes. It
I'm
looks
staring
really
back
mad
at
at you. And that's where we're ending it for this session because we're
Oh,
running so late.
come on!
Ah, Mid-combat.
I was like, I gotta have at least one round go.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was one round. That was just no in 6 seconds.
I was ready to kick some butt.
I only have 4 key points left after 1 round.
Oh my
That-
god.
Phew. Busy girl.
You've done the most damage by far out of everybody. I'll say that.
And I burned a couple of its saving throw thingamajiggies.
That's true. That is helpful, yeah.
Maybe I can get a grapple on it now.
So,
Doesn't it get that back at the beginning of its turn?
Yeah, it gets 3 free saves every time.
no, it does
No,
not. No,
it
it
gets
definitely does
3.
not. Holy
It's
shit.
3
Oh, it's not
legendary
struck, sorry.
actions. No, it
God
does
damn it,
not. It
Blake.
gets 3 legendary actions
Yes.
on its turn. Not
I-
legendary saves. They get those once a day. It's
Mhm.
3 a day.
On that D4, guys. I found
Ah, you stepped on the D4?
the one that dropped. I found it.
Ow!
Oh.
That's worse than cow
How many of
trots.
its saves did you burn?
At least 2.
Yeah, I was gonna
2.
say at least 2.
Yep, because it saved. It got a nat 20, a 22, and then it did 2 legendary saves.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Plugs. We'll start with the monk first, since she's right next to me on the
Oh.
overlay.
Okay, hi. I'm Jeanette. You can find me on Twitter. Down below it says what my info is. You can also find me on my channel, Uncanny_Adventures. Tomorrow, 4:30, we're playing Skull and Shackles, 4:30 Eastern Time. And on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be doing some Call of Cthulhu in the Old West. Callie, our guest here, Bryn, will be there. And every other Monday, so the off week at 7, we do Call of Cthulhu at 7 p.m. Eastern Time as well. Different adventure. And every Saturday on this channel, we do some Chaos Crew fun. So 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what I'm doing.
Nice. Got a busy schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Kat, aka Abby.
Hi. Yeah, so I have no idea what my next game is going to be. At least my next streamed game, because we have decided we're doing another slight delay on the what was this, Reality War crossover?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because everybody cumulatively decided that
Since Sammy's not going to be there,
Aya.
it's kind of a...
The most important character had to be there, or else it
yeah,
was the
that
heckin'
that
point.
Aya kind of needed to be there for like her mentors, Journey to the Center of the Mind episode sort of thing.
It would be equivalent of you guys are going to save Josul's wife, and Josul's not able to make it that session. It's like, yeah, no, we're skipping.
Right.
It's like, why?
I believe the updated timeline is that we will be playing Retroverse streamed. We'll be picking up that story next on October the 2nd. And then after that will be the mega crossover with everybody from both crews that wants to be there. And
What's
that's
happening this Friday?
That's my stuff. This Friday is a good question. I haven't decided yet. So I'll let y'all know when I find out.
And I'm thinking I might stream video games or something on Friday on my channel in case anybody really wants to watch stuff on Friday on my channel.
Yeah.
Gonna be playing No Straight Roads, I think. It's a very visually nice game to watch.
I might just decide for like the first time ever in my life, maybe no like RPG game, and maybe let's just play Among Us, because everybody, my other group that I play D&D with, keeps trying to get me to play, and it's always at 7 at night, and I'm like, I got games then. Can we play literally any other time of the day? Yeah, but that's my stuff. Follow me on Twitter. I'm awesome.
Axel, I know you're busy talking. But...
Get ready for action. Get ready for adventure. Get ready for some hellish shenanigans. The next episode of Quantum Rose is up on Castbox tomorrow, and the next episode on YouTube the day after that. Sorry, can only hold that voice for so long.
Yeah, I was about to say
love
YouTube
it.
doesn't deserve the voice.
No, fuck them. So yes, we'll be recording a new session starting again next week. We took a hiatus briefly, and we'll be back recording new episodes.
You guys just got done
I
with the
don't wanna
Prism
get
Cat,
into-
I think.
Yeah, we just took care of herding some quantum cat. I say we, they, because I'm just running it. And they met a holographic AI named the Mother of Now and had tea, and it was all very delightful. And there was a lot of exposition. And so coming up next will be the action episode to really kind of balance out the whole story versus kicking things asses that we strive for in my game.
Kind of like this game. Half of this session was just like, talking at the tavern, getting to know each other a bit. Second half,
Sure.
oh god, we're gonna die.
I will say one sneak peek for the session that we'll be recording next. There will be a lung dragonborn,
Ooh.
who is also a mecha pilot and has a fancy Dan transforming mecha.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Those are dropped kind of as and when I get around to it. So subscribe to my channel on YouTube or Castbox for the updates, notifications.
What might that channel be called?
Well, I changed my name. It's called Back Channel 1 because but you can
So
here,
BACT channel 1.
Yeah, but let me see what the actual I'll send you the link up in the chat.
Okay. And that's your plugs.
Yeah, that's me done because I'm not in Retroverse again until the mega crossover event, and this is the only other game I'm in right now besides that. So
I'll put it in Twitch chat if you're not putting it in Twitch chat, because then it will show up on the screen.
I will be actually. Just let me get to it.
While you're doing that, why don't we go to Josul for his plugs?
Well then.
That's
You
so
should stay
fucking
tuned,
smooth, Blake.
because the Silver Fleet flies again in an extended episode to make up for the couple we've lost. The party recently escaped the horrors of the SSL Pre as they discovered a replacer had crashed into the ship itself in some sort of pod, and had done some horrible things to the whole rest of the crew. Well, the party intelligently avoided him and left him to implode with the rest of the dark matter reactor, and skillfully jettisoned the pod and piloted it to the planet's surface. So now they're stuck on an ocean world. What strange things wait for them there? We'll have to find out.
Hopefully no Leviathans.
I'm not holding my breath.
We will
But
be.
shouldn't you
Although
do that
we will
in underwater? I mean, that seems like exactly the thing you'd want to do.
Oh,
You may
crap,
need
that
to
means I
Sorry,
need to
I
ask you a
just-
very specific question, Blake.
Go ahead.
You may
No.
need to
I meant
scream
like
at
out
some
of
point.
out of all of this, there's something for that character, my character in that campaign.
Actually,
I
that's
just
a good
clicked on
transition.
the.
Sekald, you got any plugs?
No, all of the plugs I would have are being done by the people who are actually running the games, so I'm good.
Okay. Just want and Bryn, our short-term guest that's going to be from probably this whole adventure.
Okay, that's fine. You can find me at Callie on Twitter. I sometimes post art over there, and I'm not really on Twitter much, but when I am on there, I post art. And you can commission me. My commission info is in my pinned tweet. And I'm running a special of lower price commissions for until next Saturday.
I might have to hire you. I have a void tiefling that needs art of, and Cat can tell you they're a
great.
pretty fun little concept.
Oh, void tiefling.
For those of you that do not know, a void tiefling is from the Retroverse, and instead of having horns, they have tentacles.
And tail tickles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And they're
have
purple.
one of those. I wonder if you could see her soon
Yeah.
or something.
Well, she was in the Moon episode, so if you guys are interested, you can go check that out. It was the
Mhm.
last episode of Retroverse
I'm
there.
pretty sure it's live on my YouTube. I have not completed the thumbnail just because I haven't completed my super over-the-top disc picture. So it's going to also add to it. Anyway.
Wait,
Um,
go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
Call of Cthulhu on Tuesday. I might die. I always say that, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna die soon.
I'm pretty sure that every time you've said that, you just lose one more hit point.
Yeah, speaking of which, what's your hit
Jeanette's-
points at?
Jeanette's saying 3 hit points. that's it. 3 hit points. Started out with 23 and lost 20 hit points. So she's somehow in some way gonna die. And it's
a
gonna
blessing,
be fine.
really. It's a
Yeah.
blessing, really.
It's I mean, like, I got to do what I wanted to do. I jumped on some snake people's backs and like shot some guy.
Right. Call of
so-
Cthulhu is definitely one of those you either die a hero or live long enough to go crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounded you're Marioing it up in there, jumping on snake people's backs and things.
I have just thrown caution to the wind at this point. I'm like, she's a impulsive character, so I'm just gonna go way impulsive, which irritates everybody, but I find it fun.
Is caution the name of your tiefling companion?
But
Caution would be a horrible companion with patience. I could just see
Uh,
Caution being like this really shy, passive tiefling.
This is Callie, little tiny die, and then this is everything she jumps on top of.
Yeah.
In other news, I just happened to click on the YouTube link that you put in there, Jesse, and I have only so far seen the podcasts.
Mm,
That opening is fucking gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's so pretty. I love it so much.
Thanks. I worked with a lovely agent out on Fiverr that did like cheap little video segments, and I guess it helps having a clear artistic vision, but they were really able to pull it together for me. So
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And then I guess I'll close off with, if you like the show and any of the other shows hosted on this channel, they're available down below if you're watching on Twitch or the playlists. If you're interested in getting a Fiverr commission from me for drawing, or checking out stuff I have on the DMs Guild, or just seeing my other social media links, if you go on my Twitter, my profile page has a link that shows all of my my other stuff. So on that note, thank you everyone who watched, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks as the combat continues. Bye.